Hello, welcome to Yoga 2. We'll get started in a little bit. Hi Heidi, glad to see ya. If anybody has any requests for our class today, any poses or any body parts you want to make sure you do, let me know in the comments. We'll work those in. Oh, so cool. Aw, thanks. Yeah. Welcome to Yoga 2. Any requests? Put them in the comments and I'll read them before I start. Welcome. All right, let us get started. Let's start with cat-cow. On the tabletop, hands and knees. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades together, drop your belly. Exhale, curl. Push the back of your heart away, up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Keep going. One more round. And then take it back to neutral. We'll do alternate hand and leg balancing. Left arm, right leg. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale, curl 3 times. Knee to elbow. Open up last time and release. Good. Right arm, left leg. Extend. Find your balance. And then exhale, elbow to knee 3 times. Good. Inhale and release down. Left arm, right leg again. This time, bring your left arm to the left and right leg to the right. Balance here. And then back to center, release. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring them out to the side. Inhale, center, and let it go. Press up into plank. Move forward and back. And then exhale, back to your down dog. And then walk your feet forward to your forward fold at the top of your mat. Let your head hang. Bend your knees and slowly ragdoll all the way up to the top. Head comes up last. Reach your arms up. Hands to your heart. 1 Om to begin. Join in if you'd like. Om. Salutations devotional style. Go your own pace or follow me. Bend your knees, inhale, rise, back bend. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back for lunge. Left leg, stretch. Inhale, pull forward into your up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back to down dog. Right leg, lunge, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. Other side, inhale up. Exhale down. Take your time, follow your breath. Left, right, forward, back, left, inhale, exhale, fold, inhale, up, heart. Good, keep going. Let's meet your next down dog. Pedal out your feet. I like to lift and lower my heels with my breath. And then look to your hands. Hop, step, or jump all the way to the forward. Exhale to empty. Spring forward. Inhale, halfway lift your back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands. Hop back. Transition. And take about 3 more breaths. And in your own time, take another round of jumping style sun salutations. And then lift your right leg high. After you've gotten back to down dog, stack your hips. Take it back to center. Curl your knee into your chest. And then step through to lunge. Find your lunge and then plant your left hand to do side plank over to the right. You can modify with 1 foot in front or 2 feet in front of each other or just 1 foot touching the floor. Wherever you are, lift your hips. And then back to center, transition. And exhale back. Good. Lift your left leg, stack your hips. Back to center, curl knee to chest, and step through. Lunge. Take a few moments in your lunge. And plant your right hand. You're going to turn to the left for side plank. Either here, here, or here. Lift your hips wherever you are. One more breath. Back to plank. Transition. And then hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to the top. We'll take side bending series. So side bending to the right, hands above your head. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center and left. Crescent moon shape with your body. And center. Back bending. Hands can come to your lower back. Feet are about hip width apart. Energize your legs towards each other and shine your sternum up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades and your elbows closer to each other. And remember to breathe. One more breath. Inhale back up. Exhale, fold. Shake your head. And grab on somewhere, either on the backs of your legs, wherever you can reach, or step on your hands. Toes into wrist creases. And wherever you are, belly button into spine. Exhale, pull yourself towards your legs. Soft bend in your knees. One more breath. Good, then let go. Sit down in chair. Sweep your arms down so you can brush the floor, and then sit down. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way up. Hands in front of you. For balancing, lift your heels as high as you can. Shoulders down. Keep lifting in your heels. If you feel steady today, begin to bend your knees. Slide your back straight down a wall. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way up and release your feet. Exhale out. And then rotated chair to the left first. Sit down in your chair. To go deeper, your feet can be together or they're hip width apart. You can take arms across your thighs or prayer hands. Wherever you are, make sure your knees are still in line and your legs are energized toward each other. Inhale, spine goes long. Exhale, twist. Getting your breath out will help. Maybe reach. Maybe side crow. If not, keep breathing out. Side crows release and come back to center. Set up for your rotated chair on your other side, right side. Take your time. Use your breath. Maybe open. Maybe side crow. Don't have enough room. Yeah. And back to center. Forward fold. Keep your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, transition. Take a twist, right arm to your left leg, exhale, reach. Pull on your leg to twist. Change, left arm, right leg. Change, back to center, come to plank. Lift your right leg, exhale, twist, inhale back and down. Left leg, inhale up, exhale, twist, and back and down. Inhale up, right, twist, back and down. Left, twist, back and down. Good, back to down dog. Lift your hips. And then lift your right leg. Bring it forward for warrior one. So your hips are square towards the front of your mat. Lean your torso forward so you can feel your core engaged. And then bring two fists up at a diagonal. Pull into your core, into your pelvis. And interlace hands behind your back. Widen across your collarbones. Exhale, fold, humble warrior. One more breath. Then release your hands to the ground. Rearrange your feet so you're in pyramid, so front foot is more straight. Still a little bend in your front leg. Release the back of your head. And keep moving your right hip back if your right foot is in front. And then let's take rotated triangle to the right. Plant your left hand. Hand can come to your sacrum as you twist to the right. Maybe you'll extend your top arm. Maybe you'll bring both of your arms to the outside of your right leg to feel the stretch in your outer right hip or wherever you might feel it. And back to center. Let's take revolved half moon. Lift your back toes. Left arm comes forward for balance. Strong leg, strong left leg. presses back behind you. Reach. See if you can bind. See if you can bend your foot and touch. If you can find it, press your foot into your hand. And keep twisting. Play with the balance. Maybe your hand hovers. Maybe it comes to your heart. Good, then release. And step back to plank. Take your transition. Good, then left leg, warrior one. Find your warrior one. Find your hips, find your torso. Reach 2 fists. And interlace hands behind your back. Try the other thumb on top. And widen. Open your shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Good, then release your hands. Just like before, come into pyramid. You might step your back foot in a little bit, straighten your front leg. And release in the back of your neck. Bring your forehead towards your knee. And then rotated triangle, plant your right hand. Left hand to your sacrum first to make sure it's level. And then twist. Top arm might come up, reach for the ceiling. Try not to have too much weight on your bottom hand. Zipping your feet towards each other on your mat. And then take both arms to the outside of your left leg. One more breath. And back to the middle for revolved half moon. Right hand comes forward, right leg comes up. Again, hand starts on sacrum to make sure it's level. And you twist. Strong back leg. And if you do it on the other side, see what happens if you bend your knee and reach for your foot. If you grab it, then press your foot into your hand. That will help you balance. Maybe your other hand comes up. Maybe it comes to your heart. Whatever happens is cool. Then release both hands. Make your way back to plank. And transition. Good. And step your right foot forward. Warrior two. Draw your hips down to the ground. Open. Exalt your warrior. Take a nice side stretch. You might take your back hand and reach for your front thigh. See if you can externally rotate your right thigh away from you using your back hand. And then come into side angle, keeping that back hand there or bringing it to a diagonal. Bottom hand can come in front or on the floor, but don't rest it. Press. Maybe bind. So you can make circles with your top arm if you don't want to bind or can't today. Feel it in your hips and your shoulders. Turn your chest towards the ceiling if you can. And exhale. Then let it go. Come back, one hand, two hands to the center. Warrior two to the other side. Pivot your feet. Sit down deep. Find everything in line. Take your time. Let your body remember. And then sit down deeper. Feel the energy from middle finger to middle finger, like one strong river. And then exalt your warrior. Nice side stretch. Backhand again, can reach around. Grab that thigh. You can reach it and externally rotate. Side angle. Keeping that external rotation or bringing to diagonal. And then again, either make circles with your shoulder or explore your bind. And one more breath. Change, right arm, the left arm, and all the way up. Forward fold. Feet pointed a little bit towards each other as you fold. Soft bend in your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Let the blood flow back to your head. Hands can come in line with your fingertips and toe tips. Let's take a twist, hand to your right ankle. Right arm can come over top again. Find your sacrum, make it level. I know one of my hips usually is higher than the other in this. Let's check it out. Exhale to twist. And then take it to the other side, left ankle. Left hand goes to your sacrum. Right arm is pulling on your leg as you twist. Exhale, twist. Good, release. Tripod headstanders, go for it. If that's not in your practice, you can interlace hands behind your back and move from side to side as it feels good to you, or you can hang out in your forward fold. Maybe play with your legs if you're in tripod. Make shapes. You can curl your knees down, one side, and back up. Other side, and back up. And then slowly come back down. Take another forward fold, everybody. Head hangs like a bowling ball. Let's take a froggy stretch. So bring your knees down to your mat, or middle splits if that's in your practice. But take your knees and your ankles 90 and 90 degrees. Flex your feet out to the sides. Hands are underneath you. You're going to shift your hips back and forward until you find that sweet spot where you're like, okay, that's something happening. I'm stretching my inner thighs, my hips. You can even practice gently tilting your pelvis back and forward until you find that sweet spot. Once you find that spot, just stay there and keep breathing. Notice as it changes from time to time. You might be able to come down on your forearms. You might be able to shift your knees a little bit further apart. You might even be able to hug in your knees towards each other without moving them, like you're zipping them up. Explore your inner thighs. Exhales are important here. Let that tension come out. Take one more breath. And then whatever way you can, make your way back up to wide leg forward fold. And then join me for 3 lion's breaths with your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale back. Exhale, tongues out. 2 more. 1 more. Cool. And then hop or step your feet back together and slowly rise to the top. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. And then let's take a few balancing poses. So go to your balancing spot, either on some hardwood, by a wall, or on your mat. Let us start with standing head to knee. So first, you'll bend your right knee and make a stirrup. So interlace your fingers. And as best you can, pull your fingers underneath your foot, belly button to spine, long neck. You might just stay here, or if you have the space, you might straighten your front leg. Keep breathing. Maybe you can bend your elbows, drop your chin towards your chest, look down. Take 1 more breath and change. Come back up. Exhales out. Then set up for your other side. Ground down in your right foot. Bend your left knee. Curl down, interlace fingers underneath your foot. Belly button to spine, helps with stability. Keep working here, or try straightening your leg. Maybe it doesn't straighten all the way. Just play with what works for you today. No matter what, just focus on your breath. Maybe bend your elbows, maybe tuck your chin. 1 more breath. And change and let it go. Good. Let's do moving column. You'll bring your weight onto your left foot again. Right knee comes up. Hold on to your knee, or you might straighten your right leg, grab your big toe with your peace fingers, and take your leg out to the side, or knee, and let head go the opposite direction. Take it back to center, switch your hands, take your twist. Good, back to center, and release with control. I can feel my heart beating, can you? Good, then take your left knee or left big toe, ground down on your right foot first. Open out to the side, stand tall, look to the right. Back to center, switch your hands, take your twist. One more breath. Back to center, release with control, and shake it up. And then next is going to be standing bow pulling pose. Bend your right knee. Palm faces out, my elbow pit faces out, and reach for the inside of my right ankle. Knees come together, left arm reaches high, and then I'm going to bring my leg straight back so that I don't pop up in my right hip. I want to keep my right hip square to my left as much as I can. And I'm going to keep pressing my leg back into my hand. Keep lifting your leg. For 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. And then take your left knee, bend your left knee, reach back, elbow pit, the inside of my elbow faces out. And I'm gonna put my knees together to start for alignment. Hands up, and press back. This time I don't want my left hip to come up. I want to keep it square as best I can. This will make sure I don't torque in my back. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Good. And then next we'll do airplane. Step your right foot back. Arms at your sides for your airplane wings. Hinge at your hips. Try to keep your hips square once again. And then counting down from 5 to 1, you're going to make your way down to standing splits. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands can come to the floor. Square your hips so your leg might not be able to come up as high, but square your hips. You'll feel more of a stretch in your hamstring. Maybe one hand comes to your ankle, maybe the other. Just play with it. Watch how your ankle is working at every moment to keep you balanced. It's moving. That's how you stay balanced. Good, then release. 2 options here. Either work on Shiva squats. Your right knee comes to the outside of your left. You squat. Or handstand hops. For handstand hops, you're going to be hopping off your left foot. Make sure your hand, before you come up, right, you're aligning your hips over your shoulders. But check in with your hands. Make sure you can feel them. Feel them before you hop up. Feel them on the ground with your whole hand. Take one more. Oh dear. And then back to center. Come up through airplane. And all the way up. Boom. Good job. And take the other. Find your airplane. Three, 2, and 1. Again, square your hips. And play with your hands. One might come to the ankle. The other hand might come to your ankle. Keep your hips square as you can and play. All right, same thing you did on the other side. Either Shiva squats. Left knee comes to the outside of your right, behind your knee, or handstand hops. Once again, once you have the alignment in your head, you're going to shift your weight forward so you can feel your fingertips on the ground. And then you hop up. This is a different side, so it will feel different from the other side, depending which side is your dominant. Take one more. Good. And then come up through airplane and all the way back up. Oh, I should have mentioned you can absolutely go to a wall whenever we practice handstands or headstands. Now let's come back to center. Sit down in your yogi squat. Move from side to side. direction, other direction. Spread your fingers, make a ball with your fists, spread your fingers. Stretch them on the ground, back of your hand down, gently, front of your hands down, palms down, stretching your fingers. And then option for crow, otherwise just keep working in your yogi squat, or you can do garland pose, where you reach around one side then the other. For crow, plant your hands in front of you, get your knees as high as you can up your arms towards your armpits, and lean your weight forward. It's about balance. Belly button to spine helps with your stability. And maybe you lift your toes off the ground. One toe, other toe. Then pull your toes towards your bum. Lift your hips up to the sky. Maybe if you have it in your practice, you go into a tripod headstand from here. Take your time. Keep breathing. And then wherever you are, make your way back up to yogi squat. And then sit and lie down. Down on your back. Pull your right knee in. Left leg goes long. Right knee can either come in towards you, towards the middle of your chest, or out toward the side, towards your armpit. Depends on which area. Because this massages your ascending colon, helps with your digestion. And then straighten your right leg to the ceiling, hamstring stretch. Take your right leg out to the side. Back to center, cross over and twist. Your right leg can be straight or bent. And then reach your right arm away from you, look to the right. If you'd like to bind, you'll bend your bottom foot, your bottom leg. Grab your left foot with your right hand and press all your feet into all your hands and twist. This adds a quad stretch. Gets into your outer right hip even more. Keep breathing out. Good change. Bring it back to center. Climb up your leg for nose to knee. And let it go. Shake out your right leg. And pull in your left leg. Left knee to chest or armpit. And straighten. Hold on to the back of your calf or your thigh. I like to press my leg into my hands as I'm pulling. So I strengthen before I stretch. Then open out to the side. Root your right hand onto your right hip bone so that you keep your right hip grounded. Inner thigh stretch. Inhale, back center. Exhale as you twist. Step your hips first. Left arm goes long. And then if you did on the other side, you can bend your bottom knee. Grab your left foot, your right foot with your left hand. Twist. Press everything into your hand. Take one more breath. Change. Come back to center. Nose to knee. Let go. And let's go into eagle crunches. Take your right arm under for eagle arms. Right leg over. Curl up as best you can. Exhale, curl. Elbows and knees touch. Inhale, back down. Keep going. Take 2 more. Good. Release. And then set up for your other side. Left arm under. Wrap up your arms. Left leg over. Wrap up your legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Should be burning. Couple more. Last one. Hold at the top. We'll let it go. Good job. Knees together, feet wide. You can windshield wiper your legs. And then bring your knees back up to the center, hands behind your head. Lift your feet so you straighten your legs. Alternative is to keep them bent for abdominal crossovers with alternate legs. So lift your head and your shoulders off the ground. As you turn to the left, your right leg comes down. Inhale back to center. As you turn to the left, your right, your other leg comes down. Keep going. Exhale as you twist. I know, keep going. 2 more each side, you can do it. It's only temporary, this feeling. Keep going. Last one. Good. Knees to chest. Rock side to side. Massage your sacrum. And then roll up and down your spine. Just massage. I like to bring my belly button all the way in so I can get into my low back. And then come up onto your belly for some belly back bends. Let's start with a Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Press your palms down. Press your feet down. Draw your heart forward. Nice stretch after all that ab work. And then let it go. Bring your head down, cheek to mat, arms long, big toes toward each other, heels out. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Let's do locust pose. So either flying grasshopper, where you're working on moving up and down, or you press your palms into the ground. Head is straight. So look at me first if you don't know. You don't want to turn your head in this. Chin to the floor. Lift your right leg as high as you can. Press down on the floor with your hands. And then change. Keep your chin on the floor. Press Lift your left leg, straight left leg back. A little higher and then back down. Now for both legs, you'll kiss your mat to protect your neck. Scooch your arms closer together, press everything down, bend your knees, lift your thighs off your hands as best as you can, point your toes toward the ceiling. Good, release. Whew, shake it out. Take your other cheek to your mat, wiggle your hips. Then inhale back to center for floor bow or airplane, if that's not accessible. For floor bow, find your ankles, press your legs into your hands. One more breath. Good, release. And then press back to your cat stretch. Knees wide. Let's take a puppy stretch. Reach your arms forward. Lift your hips. Draw your chin and your chest closer towards the ground. Good, change, press back, and then come to stand, sitting on your heels. Let's come up into camel pose. Come up onto your knees, tuck your toes under for balance. Hands can come to start, fingers up on your low back. Your feet are about hip width apart. Energize your legs toward each other. Shine your sternum up, 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 up. And again, draw your shoulders back, draw your elbows together. Maybe you reach with one hand and other hand. Inhale back up to the top, sit down. Child's pose or rabbit. For rabbit, place the crown of your head onto the ground, hold onto your heels, lift your hips, and keep pulling on your heels. Knees close to your forehead. And then back down. Let's take pigeon prep or reclined hip opener, your choice. So for pigeon prep, you're going to bring your right knee, shin as parallel as you can with the front of your mat. Flex your right toes. Back toes are tucked under. And try to square your hips so your right hip is coming back as your left hip is coming forward. Trying to keep active rather than just camping out. And take your time. Maybe you can fold forward. Maybe you stay up. As long as you're feeling that sensation, that's what you're doing. Keep breathing. Drawing your left hip towards the ground. Take 2 more breaths. Slowly come up. Take your transition to the other side. That might mean through down dog, stacking your hips, mermaid, or just switching. So again, your left shin as parallel as you can with the front of your mat. Flex your left foot. That protects your knee. Tuck your back toes and keep bringing your right hip forward. That should increase the sensation in your hip. Keep breathing. And watch as it changes over time. Okay, 2 more breaths. And slowly make your way back up. Take your transition. And take your time. When you're done with your transition, come to round angle pose with your soles of your feet together. Knees out to the side. Pull your feet towards you. Press behind you. To begin, tilt your pelvis forward. And then if you can maintain that pelvic tilt, you can fold forward, either with a straight back or curl down, your choice. Wherever you are, if you're folding, you can use your elbows to keep opening up your legs. Back up to the center. Let's take a twist. Bend your right knee, maybe cross it over. Hug your right knee in towards your chest as you turn to the right. And then take it back to center. Switch, left. Twist. Good, back to center. Take any other final movements you'd like, and then settle into your final resting pose. That might mean Shavasana, might mean meditation, might mean legs up the wall. I'll play some music for you while you're in Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Start moving fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Wake up your body with a nice big stretch overhead. And if you're lying down, roll over to your side. Make sure you curl up. Feel your weight release into the ground. Work your way back up to seated as you're ready. We will close class with 3 ohms. Join in with me if you'd like. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll answer them for a couple minutes. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.